everyone, I'm Ria and today I'm going to talk about what I did yesterday. Yes, actually I'm going to talk about going to the movies. Now yesterday morning, right in the morning, our family were thinking about what to do and know where to go or how to spend the day. So my little sister chimed in and she said, why not let's watch a movie? It's been a long time, So we did. We actually gathered up in our car and Dad was taking us to watch a movie. So now you must be thinking, why am I just sharing my experience? I'm actually going to share my experience because I want you to learn some of the terms that we use while we go to the cinema, right? So while my dad was driving, he was, everyone was contemplating on which movie to see. So my dad said, I would like to watch a horror movie, I was thinking, horror? That's absolute panic. Okay, I hate horror movies. It gives me the panic attacks, right? It's totally terrible to watch a movie like that. Have you seen a horror movie before? Especially in a dark hall? And you have the heebie-jeebies just watching, a horror movie. Some of the horror movies that I've seen, previously, they were The Sixth Sense. That was crazy. Okay, The Sixth Sense was very, very bad. And I also saw The Exorcist. That was scary as well. So I said, nah, Dad, I'm not going to watch a horror movie. I actually said that why not watch a fantasy? I mean, yes, a fantasy movie is more about some kind of mythical creatures or, it's something that has to do with some kind of, as if it is part of a wonder. Yes, it is part of a wonder or something very extraordinary. Have you watched this kind of movies? I think these days, this genre is very, very famous. Have you watched Harry Potter? Or, Twilight? That is such an amazing movie. And I've also watched Alice in Wonderland. Now, that was so beautiful. You have such wonderful creatures. Everything is so hyped up. It's absolutely extraordinary. I totally went for a movie that has got fantasy for a genre. Now, when was my sister going to be laid back? She just said, nah, we're totally watching an animated movie. Have you seen an animated movie? Well, it is, to describe it in such a way, it would be like an illustration, okay, of visual art. Have you watched movies like Shrek? Shrek is an example of an animated movie. And even Shark Tale, right? Shark Tale is a very good example. Even Finding Nemo. Okay, I love animated movies. I do. But, today I was not feeling so much of an, animated movie, lover. So my sister was going on and on about watching an animated movie. And then while we were discussing on these three genres, my grandma got really, really, hot-tempered. And she said, we should have all stayed at home, I should have put a straw hat on all your heads, actually made you, weed the entire garden. So she kind of, shut us up. Now, she was too adamant on gardening, which we were not. So that kind of zipped us for a while. And then Mom came to our rescue. She said, let's watch a comedy movie. That's okay. I guess the whole family is going to enjoy a comedy movie, right? We watched a comedy movie. Now, a comedy movie is a movie that shows a lot more, or the genre is based on horror. I mean, oh, I'm so sorry. It's not horror, not Dad's movie. It is more on humor. Yes. Now, comedy movie is based on humor. Now, you might say this is actually similar to an animated movie. It is not. Now, both has, animated movies also. It also concentrates on humor as well. But here in a comedy movie, we have actual actors playing the roles. But in an animated movie, it's more of a drawing. It's a sequential, it's a film that has sequential drawing, right? It has an illustration of visual art that shows a story and which kind of implements or shows humor. So it is different. Now, we all settled for comedy. Okay, let's all watch comedy. So we reached the cinemas and my dad parked the car. We all got off. And mom went straight to the ticket counter. Now, do you know what the ticket counter is? Now, this is a place where you can get the tickets, okay, at a special prices. So, mom went and checked what the prices were for the movies and whether there was a movie, a comedy movie at that scheduled time, so that we could, you know, watch the movie at the specified time. So there was, and she bought all our tickets, 5 tickets, and but before that, she had to be in a queue. Yes, do you know what a queue is? It's a line. People standing in a line, you usually see them at the cinemas, right? At the ticket counter, you'll have a line of people, you know, waiting to buy the tickets for their favorite movies. And sometimes because of the queue, you kind of lose out, and, you know, the house, you know, the cinema is full, and you kind of miss out on watching your favorite movie. So that was about the queue. But these days, who actually stands in the queue, right? We actually buy our tickets online. So mom was in the queue. She waited for her turn to buy a ticket. She got her tickets. Now we entered the cinema hall, and all I could smell was buttered popcorn. Oh, I mean, what is watching a good movie without popcorn, right? So we wanted to watch, you know, a movie with popcorn. So I asked Dad, you know, I really want a box of popcorn and probably a can of soda. I mean, that'll be great, you know. So my dad was going towards the snack counter. What is the snack counter? This is the place where you can get all your snacks, all your yummy snacks, so that you can get them and, you know, go to the cinema, I mean in the hall, and actually watch the movie and have the leisure of having your snacks as well. Well, my dad was going towards the snack counter, and my sister rushed forward and she said, I want a box of popcorn and a can of soda. Now that lady just looked at, you know, at my sister. It was, I was very bewildered, you know. I was really scared, you know, not really scared, but I was really angry at my sister, you know. I mean, this is not the way to talk to a person who's elder than you. So I told her, nah, you must say, can I have a box of popcorn and a can of soda, please? Okay, that is the right way to address someone and, you know, ask for something, the snack counter. So my dad bought 5 boxes of popcorn and 5 cans of soda, and he also said, can I have 5 boxes of popcorn and 5 cans of soda, please? Okay, that's the right way to ask. So I hope my sister learned. So after getting our yummy snacks, we went to the entry gate. Okay, this is at the entrance of the hall, of the cinema hall. We went to the entry gate to show our tickets, and then we moved on. And now a person helped us to find our seats. Now that person is called an usher. So an usher actually ushered us to our seats, so that we found our seats conveniently, and we sit down to watch the movie. So the hall went, you know, all dark and everything, and we saw a trailer. So do you know what a trailer is? No, it's not, you know, something that is attached to a truck, and, you know, it's nothing like that. Not that trailer. Well, this trailer is like an advertisement. Okay, it is an advertisement. It's got some pictures and some films. It's some parts of a forthcoming film, right? So you watch this kind of trailer, it will entice you to watch that forthcoming film. Now apparently, while we were watching 2 or 3 trailers, which is very interesting, I love watching trailers, my sister saw an animated one. So she begged my dad to take her to that forthcoming movie. Now that was that. So it was great that we watched that trailer. So now you know it is an advertisement, okay, for a forthcoming movie. I love the trailers. So after the trailer was done, the movie started. Now, as you know, when a movie starts, it has got some credits of who the producers are, and then the story starts. And, you know, we were watching the movie. It was amazing for an hour. And after that, after an hour or so, there was an interval. Do you know what an interval is? Well, usually an interval is a break, right? Initially, when it started, it was when, you know, it was in the olden era, you know, they used to change all these reels, and that's why there used to be a break. But nowadays, we have a break so that we can just stretch our legs and go and get some more yummy snacks. Well, that's what we all did. We got another batch of popcorn, you know, after the interval. It was for about 10 or 15 minutes. for that interval. So we went out, we stretched out, and believe me, some people just don't buy only snacks. They also go into the other halls to watch some other movie. So yeah, well, we didn't do that. We just got our snacks and we came back to our hall and we finished our movie. And we had an absolutely great time watching the movie. I hope you have learned these words, right? These are the words that we actually find at a cinema hall. So after watching the movie, we all went and had a nice cup of coffee because it was kind of cold inside. And after that, we drove home. And believe me, I don't think Grandma was angry anymore. I think she really enjoyed that comedy movie. So there you go. I hope you like all these words and I hope you have understood now how to use them or what they actually mean. So till next time, I hope you keep on learning and I'll see you later.